Hey guys, I wanted to have a serious discussion with you. Something happened to me today at work. It was fairly early within my shift. I'm a cashier. Gentleman comes through, older gentleman, and I rung up his beer. And as I handed his money back and handed him his receipt and was very nice and I smiled at him, he grabbed my hands. This messed with me at first because, they're my hands. It's like the dude was getting in my personal space. Then he asked me if I was married. I said no, made some sort of crack about my ex-husband. And then he said, "You want to go out?" And I looked at him and I said something to the effect of, "Can my 6'2" boyfriend join us?" And yeah, I was lying through my teeth. I don't have a 6'2" boyfriend. But the point was, this made me feel very uncomfortable. And it raised an issue of consent with strangers. We do a lot of things around strangers that we normally wouldn't do. We are rude to telemarketers. Having been in this position and having been sworn at plenty of times for just doing my job as a telemarketer, I try to be a little polite to telemarketers because they're another person on the phone. They're a human being. But why is it that we are rude to people we don't know? Complete and perfect strangers. You would never go up to somebody who was close to you and get in their comfort zone and grab their hands like the guy did with me, would you? No, absolutely not. But this guy felt the need to. Why? Is it because the person on the telephone is completely disconnected from you? Is it because the person across from you on the cash register is completely disconnected from you? Is there a reason that you have to think of them as less than human because you don't know them? Some years ago, in a different job incarnation, cashier, I was wearing a charm bracelet, and the lady grabbed my arm just to look at my charm bracelet. She didn't say, "May I see that?" She didn't say, "May I touch you?" She grabbed my arm. I'm ringing up her purchases, damn it. I mean, and this makes me mad. Why are we so rude to people we don't know? Why do we not ask consent to touch people we don't know? So after this incident, one of my managers came up to me because I'd gone up to one of my coworkers and I said, "Yeah, file this under, this is a cash register, not a bar stool, and told her that, and she said, "Oh my gosh, that is so creepy." My coworker said that to me. So my manager came up to me, she asked me what happened, and I pretty much told her about the incident and that it had kind of waked me out because the guy had touched me. He had gotten into my personal space. I don't know this guy from Adam, And she said, okay, and told me that the general manager would be up to speak to me later. Yeah, way to drive up my anxiety. Here I am, like, dear God, I have to think about this all day. I have to worry about this all day. And that's something to make your day go sideways. I try not to let it bother me, and so a couple hours into my shift, I was in serious need of caffeine and a Twinkie, or at least a Luna bar. I was starting to feel a little bit hangry. I was happy to have my break. I sat down and spilled my pop all over my jeans. Thank the gods I was wearing my dark jeans. But talk about your day going sideways. But think about this when you are out and about. Think about how you affect people. Don't be rude to your cashier by talking on the phone with your friend, because you know your server, your cashier, your delivery person, be nice to them. They're human. We're all working stiffs. We're all just trying to make an honest buck out there, and we don't need our humanity compromised just because we're taking care of you. So think about that. And if you want to leave a comment about, what you think of this incident, anything like this that has ever happened to you, and if you feel the need to, please subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.